What makes you so afraid? Afraid of what? Afraid of who? Afraid of the future? Why? Why are you so afraid of the future? Or what potentially could happen? You have it all in your own hands. Why would you be afraid? Are you afraid of yourself? Why? Because the past? The past doesn't dictate the future. Okay? So if something bad happened in the past, or you weren't living up your fullest potential in the past, that doesn't dictate the future you're going to live from now on. So why be so afraid? If you stop being afraid, and if you stop walking through life with fear, and start walking through life with confidence, with the right energy, that you can change everything around, then you have the possibility to change things around. Fear is the number one dream killer. It's not your situation because you have a little bit less money, because you are less intelligent, because you have less resources, because you don't have the network, because you don't live in the right place. Most of the time it's fear. You're not taking the actions you maybe want to take because you know there's a greater life out there. You know you can also live in countries just like me in Dubai or other countries you want to live in. You know you can live in freedom. You know you can take care of others just like I'm doing at the moment. But you're too afraid to just start and commit. What is the worst thing that could happen, right? If you're not going to die, there's nothing to be afraid about. There's nothing to be scared about. Stop putting these fears into your head. And maybe it's easier said than done. But yeah, that's life in general. It's easier said than done. So start doing things that give you more confidence. Start doing things that will kill the fear. Because this fear is only entering your mind if you're not doing the right actions, or if you're not moving in the right direction. This fear will keep on entering your mind if you're not doing anything productive. If you wasted another day, if you wasted another week, if you wasted another month, then that fear keeps on popping in. But if you grow every single day, if you grow every single week, every month, you will get more confidence. It's that simple, guys. So if you have fears about the future, if you don't know how the future is gonna look like, and if you walking through life with a lot of fear, and you know if you will, and you know if you're doing this, right? You know for sure if you're doing this, start doing action, start doing things that move you in the right direction. It could be so simple as in ordering a new camera if you want to start creating content as well. It could be so simple as watching a free course on YouTube about a certain business model you want to learn. Watching some of my videos to get more inspired and get more motivation and get the right knowledge in e-com on how to start with that. Connect with more like-minded people, right? DM some more people who are where you can learn from, right? Don't hang around all the same people, your family members, your friends, etc., who just have a very average life and are maybe also fearful, but they hide their fears by just having security, right? In general, most people are fearful in life, right? And the thing you have to remember is that most people cover up those fears by having a safety net, by having a safe job, by having a very average life. Because most of the people are always fearful. If you all had to figure it out yourself, and if there was no system involved where you could just work a job and have a very average, simple life, then everyone should be in fear. A lot of people would be in fear because how are we gonna survive? How are we gonna go through the next month? How's the future gonna look like, this and that? And if you just work a job, if you have a very simple, regular life, you know exactly where you're heading, you know exactly what you get, and you know exactly what life throws at you. Most of the time, right? There's nothing bad with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But just know that everyone has fears, but most people cover it up by not chasing dreams they maybe have, or not doing things that could actually help them and could actually potentially change their life, right? Most people are not willing to do that. So if you just have the courage to start taking action and start doing things that will put you in the right direction, that will put you in a better position than you were yesterday, that will help you grow to a new level, and if you do that every single day, the fear will kill itself in you. Sure, you will have it from time to time, but every time that fear kicks in, you know, okay, if I do a certain action, if I focus on making a certain progress, then I know the fear will disappear, the fear will be gone. Because how can you be fearful if you're working every single day on yourself? If you're trying to work every single minute of the day on yourself? How can you be fearful in that situation? You cannot, because you're working on a current thing, right? I cannot be fearful about the future now because I'm working on this YouTube video. After this, I have a meeting coming up. I cannot be fearful in this meeting because I'm focused on that meeting. So all these doubts, all these thoughts about the future and about you being fearful, they only come from not taking enough action and not doing enough things that will put you in a position where fear literally doesn't exist, where all these negative thoughts literally don't exist, because you're in the present moment, you're focused on the present moment. So start living more in the present moment. Start focusing more on the right actions you need to do and start moving in the right direction. Because if you look at it from a logical standpoint, thoughts and fearful thoughts and being afraid of things, they don't make sense. It literally doesn't make sense, right? From a logical survival standpoint of view, it doesn't make sense to be fearful about things. Only if you're like on a cliff and you're about to die, if someone is pushing you or you're on the edge of a cliff and you're literally gonna die, right? Sure, but that's not a situation we're probably gonna end up in, right? So it is an illusion. So with you now knowing it's an illusion, you should know that you have to control those fears and throw them out of the window and throw them out of your head and focus on things that move the needle and move you forward. So start recording the content, start messaging the people you need to message. If you have an idea, execute it immediately. Start working on that business. Stop procrastinating. Stop finding reasons why you're okay with your current situation, why you don't have to take actions right now. It's so easy to find reasons to not do something right now. But then again, you're going to be fearful about the future because you're not doing the thing you're supposed to do that will put you in a better position. So, guys, I think the message is clear. Fears are illusions. Being afraid is a pure delusion, pure illusion in your head. And you can easily kill that by focusing on things that will move the needle forward, focusing on things that will put you in a better position. That's how you kill that fear. That's how you're gonna fight it. It's an illusion anyways. So you can easily overcome it by focusing on the right next move you need to make. Focusing on doing a new task you've never done before. Focusing on how to analyze how you can improve things. Focus on all these things. And then eventually you will never have fear in your life again. You will never have it if you keep on focusing on these things. This is the video, guys. Connect with me on Instagram if you want to know more about what I'm doing, what I've been doing in the past few years that led me up to this point that I'm now living here in Dubai. So let me know. I'm here to help you guys. Message me, and I'm looking forward to hear from you guys. Cheers.